afternoon, sports fans. Live from Beaudry Field, it's Dracut High School football. Today, it's the Lawrence Lancers coming into Beaudry Field to face your Dracut Middies. Both teams come in winless after tough losses last weekend. Dracut, in its Thanksgiving Day usual rivalry with Methuen, lost 41-6. Meanwhile, the Lawrence Lancers faced the Central Catholic Red Raiders and were summarily beaten there over Veterans Stadium in Lawrence. Today should be a good game. Dracut has shown progress throughout the season, and Lawrence has as well.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Dracut High School's Beaudry.
We're going to pause for one moment while the PA system does the national anthem.
Dracut Middies. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your caps for tonight's playing of the national anthem.
Welcome back, sports fans. So today is very reminiscent of the Middies' first home game of the year against Tewksbury, where it was cold and windy. It's probably about 47 degrees here and 40-mile-an-hour winds. The coin toss has already occurred, but I was unable to find out who won the toss, but it looks like Dracut will receive. The Middies have run 3 quarterbacks this year. Last weekend, Kai McDonald threw a touchdown catch to Mitch Cribbs, touchdown pass to Mitch Cribbs. The Middies have also used Giancarlo Santiago, who's missing in action for the last several weeks, and also used number 7, Jacob Pine. Looking at today's starting lineups, it does not appear that Pine will be a starter. Nope. Instead, we're going to our 4th string quarterback, Emmett Collins, a sophomore quarterback. The starters for the Middies today are number 75, Adil Jakim at left tackle, number 64, Jose Rivera at left guard, and we're going to have a kickoff. We'll finish afterwards. Kickoff is short, balls to about the 24-yard line where it's returned. Up the middle, still on his feet, looks like Cripps.
Kickoff returned by number 10, Mitchell Cripps.
It was Cripps. He gets outside the 35 to about the 38-yard line. Apologize for the hiss. I have a lisp this afternoon. So the Middies will take over 1st and 10 at their own 38. Again, Emmett Collins is under center today at number 10. Going out wide to the right is number 9 for the Middies. Single back set. That should be Gagnon. And it is. Gagnon, Timon Carter takes it over the right-hand side, gets out to the right hash where he's dropped for no gain.
Run to the right side. Stop at the line.
So the Middies have changed some stuff up. We have number 22, Timon Carter, over here at left wide receiver. 2 wide receivers right, 2 wide receivers left. Collins takes the snap, hands it off yet again. Ball's coming out. He swings around to the left side. He gets over the 40 to about the 42, and that's Josh Gagnon, the little engine that could. Gagnon gets about 3 or 4 on that play, so it's 3rd and 6 for the Middies. Here, 11:06 to go on the clock. And we have a timeout now on the field. So let me go through those starters for you again. On offense for your Dracut Middies, number 75, Adil Jakim at left tackle, a senior. Number 64, Jose Rivera, your left guard, is a senior. Number 50, Aiden McCarthy, a senior, is your center. Number 71, Zach Coleman, is your right guard. Number 52, Alex Reese, is your right tackle. Emmett Collins, the sophomore, is your quarterback. Josh Gagnon, a junior, is your running back. Jacob Truong, a sophomore, a junior, don't deprive him. Jake Truong is one wide receiver. Kai McDonald, number 8, is your second wide receiver. Mitch Cripps, a junior, is your 4th wide receiver. And the sophomore, Timon Carter, is your 4th wide receiver. Ball in the left hash mark. Sends Gagnon in motion. He throws out to Gagnon in the flat. He's going to get over the 42, about the 43, maybe the 44-yard line, where he stopped before he gets to the first down marker. So it looks to be about 4th and 5, correction, for the Middies. And it looks like they're going to go for it. The wind is going from my left to right, or from your TV screen from left to right, so it's blowing in the Middies' face. Collins looks to the side, makes a couple of calls, sees the defensive backs and linebackers clapping their hands, trying to get them to jump. Collins back, he throws a high pass. Oh, first down, Middies. Nice pad out into the right flat. Mitch Cripps over there. Sometimes my mic is going in and out, so I apologize. Ball's at the 50-yard line, 1st and 10 Middies. Nice pass by Collins. Danny Smart was on the reception. Correction. Middies mixing it up a little. So we have 1st and 10 from the 50. Oh, Collins comes out of there without the ball. He hands it off quickly, looks like, to Gagnon, who gets a loss of a yard, unfortunately. So the Middies are faced with 2nd and 11. Oh, that was number 28, apparently. Nope, I was correct. It's kind of hard to see the numbers here, especially without contacts, distance contacts. So it's 2nd and 11 for the Middies. Shotgun formation. He steps up. Collins throws it short over here to Kai McDonald. No gain. So we're going to be left with a 3rd and 11 for the Middies. Just over 10 minutes to go in the first quarter here. Wind is picking up just a bit. Thank God for sweaters. So 3 wide receivers left, 1 wide receiver right, single back set. Collins under this back, he steps up, he throws over the middle. Oh, it's short. He had a wide receiver open in double coverage, but he throws it just a tad short. So the Middies will hand over the ball at the 49-yard line to the Lawrence Lancers, who, let me remind you, are looking for their first win of the season as well. But hey, anything is possible. So, what we can tell you about the Lawrence Lancers is they are using an awful lot of underclassmen. I read last week's game summary, and their center is a freshman. Their quarterback's a sophomore. So this should be interesting. Offset eye. Oh, no. Middies are going to punt. Oh, he gets hammered. Absolutely hammered. That's a real short kick, probably about 11 or 12 yards on the play. 13. Looks to be about 13 yards, 12 yards. So he took a beating, number 38 there for the Middies. Your punter was, I should remember this by now. I think it's Aiden McCarthy. Colby Downer. So we have 1st and 10 for the Lawrence Lancers. Number 8 is the quarterback. That is Jaden Abreu. He's got a single back behind him. Going left to right. Up, high snap. Number 6 is that halfback. That would be number Janelle Herrera, a sophomore. So the ball goes back, apparently a false start. So it's 1st and 15 now for the Lancers. A sparse crowd here at 5 o'clock on a Thursday afternoon for the Middies and Lancers matchup here. Again, shotgun formation for the Lancers. High snap, it's over his head. He's back at the 20-yard line. They're gonna try and run it out. Middies have him in the grasp there. Excellent defensive play by your Middies.
High snaps picked up by Lawrence.
Lawrence
down in the backfield, taken down.
Looked like number 6, Janelle Herrera, recovered that high snap, the halfback, but loses easily 15, 20 more yards. So ball is at the 22-yard line now. First down mark is at the 49-yard line, so it's 2nd and 27 to go. You know, we did see before the game that they were practicing the center quarterback exchange, but it was under center at that point. So they showed the Middies in pregame one thing, and they're trying another thing as they come out onto this field. 2 men in motion for the Lancers. Single back set, shotgun formation. Clap by Herrera. It's high snap again. He picks it out of the air, and he's met at the 25-yard line by a host of Middies. Another bad snap. John Carlos Brito, the Lancers center, was out last week, the freshman, but he was considered a very strong lineman, according to what I've been able to read about him. So maybe it's just some early game jitters. This will be the last game of the Middies season and the Lancers season. Tomorrow evening at Knowles College Stadium, the Tewksbury Redmen will take on the Lawrence Central Catholic Red Raiders for the MVC Championship. Game time, I believe, is 7 o'clock. So that would end MVC football for the year, and actually all high school football. 2 wide receivers to the right here, 3 wide receivers to the right here. Single back set, back in motion, sweep right. He throws a swing pass out to the outside. He's got some room. Number 6, oh, he breaks a tackle. He's taken down by number 75, Adil Jakim. Way to stop a touchdown, way to stop a big gain. Jakim is a player to be reckoned with. He stops him at about the 43-yard line, so we're looking at 4th down and about 5 yards to go, 6 yards to go for the first down for these Lawrence Lancers. Just Middies apparently needed some more lane discipline. The coach, George Stolaris, hasn't arrived yet, so I'm waiting for his expertise on that to help us out. So quarterback comes back into the huddle, Janelle Herrera. Yandel Lopez, I should say. No. And so now we have single back set, 4 wide receivers far to the left. Middies have 3 men over there covering, so they better get a 4th guy over there, or you're going to have a big gain here. Yep, looks that way. Oh, throws it deep. Single coverage, number 17. He takes it down inside the 20 to about the 11-yard line. Middies had a mismatch there. They needed 1 more guy. Mitch Cripps was on defense there. But you can't have 4 wide receivers left and 3 defensive backs. You need to get that 4th man over there. Nice pass by the Lancers. Bad defense by the Middies. I formation for the Lancers. 2 wide receivers left, 1 wide receiver set back right. Number 9 hands it off to number 6. That's Janelle Herrera. And Middies make the tackle at the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of 1 or 2.
Run to the left side.
The yard marker, yep. The down marker is 3rd down. It's just outside the 10-yard line. So he did just get back to the 10-yard line. Ball is started at the 12, so it's 2nd down and 8. The wind is playing tricks on my eyes and on the papers here. Middies, we got single wide right outside the hash. Single coverage over here on the near side. 1 wide receiver, 2 wide receivers far left. Handoff again. No, it's a fake, and we got an immediate whistle. Do we have a false start? Yes, we do. Lancers shoot themselves in the foot again with a false start here.
Flag in the field is a false start in offense. That'll back them up 5 yards.
So now it'll be 2nd and 13 from the 15-yard line. Yep, 15-yard line. So Middies have to be stout right now. They've got to prove that, you know what, they deserve to win a game. Both teams are winless again. So neither one has experienced the blood of victory. Single wide receivers jogging out here to the right. 1 wide receiver wide left. Looks like we have another offset. Could have been another false start there. Quarterback keeper, he gets outside. Oh, he's gone. Touchdown, Lancers. Number 3, Sergio Mendez, the junior. 5'10", 210 yards. Middies did not stay in their lanes, and it cost them 6 points there. Realize there's not a lot of wasn't a lot of preseason coaching, but Middies still haven't quite learned their lane discipline issues. They've got to overcome them to get the victory today. So at 4:23 of the first quarter, we have our first score. By Mendez. Looks like the Lancers are going to go for 2 here. They've got a wide receiver wide right. Looks like a back on the right. Shotgun formation. Number 3 looks to take the snap. Number 6 is in the backfield with him. We have an H-back moving. Quarterback keeper again. Middies. Oh, I think they stopped him. I do believe they stopped him. They got him at the 1-yard line. Nice play there by number 50 for the Middies. That's Aiden McCarthy. Outstanding lane discipline that time. They learned their lesson on the PAT. So it's 6-0 Lancers, 4:23 to go in the first quarter. Middies have to will get the kickoff, and Lawrence will be kicking into the wind. We saw a short kick last time. So we can hope maybe they'll do the same thing. Middies have to make an adjustment. Maybe have 3 lines of offensive players and 1 line of linemen up there. And so we have 2 back deep, 3 in the middle, because you got Mitch Cripps, Kai McDonald, and I can't see it over to the other side. I got to believe Gagnon is one of the deep backs. So the kicker for the Lancers is back, 5 yards off. Looks like a left-handed kicker, Jadiel Gomez. Ball's taking it inside the 20. He gets out to the 30, 35, maybe 37-yard line before he's tackled by a host of Lawrence Lancers. That return was by
Kickoff returned by number 10, Mitchell Cripps.
Mitch Cripps.
Across the 35, taking down
So Cripps had the only touchdown for the Middies last week. Mitch Cripps from number 8, Kai McDonald, if the game summary was correct. So again, today the Middies are playing with Aiden Collins under center, or in the shotgun really. The sophomore is the third or fourth quarterback for the Middies this year. So it looks like open auditions are occurring for the fall 2021 season here at Beaudry Field. Both teams are on the sidelines getting some last-minute instructions before they march to the middle of the field. Ball will be on the right hash mark, 1st and 10. On the 37 again. So Cripps gets a drag of water, puts his helmet on. We got Gagnon over there. Timon Carter, Kai McDonald, Jake Truong, looks like. 2 wide receivers right, 2 wide receivers left. Single back set with Gagnon. Shotgun formation. Snap to Collins, who hands it quickly off to Gagnon for no gain. The line got blown up on that play. There was no chance for the Middies to go anywhere. Gagnon was met by a host of dance companions.
For a loss of 2.
Now we have 3 wide receivers to the left, near side of the field, 1 wide receiver to the right. Collins in the shotgun formation with Gagnon again. He's calling signals. He takes the snap, looks to pass, throws a wobbler out to Cripps, and that was at least 2 or 3 yards short and wide of Cripps. So Collins not having a particularly easy time trying to throw it to the wind at the moment. Maybe in the second quarter they'll get the opportunity to throw with the wind. Middies faced 3rd and 12, ball on the 34-yard line. Maybe time to just plug it in there, put an extra lineman down and start banging some heads. Collins takes it again. Gags looks out. He's gonna run it. He's tacked it under. Not a good call. Oh, he's sacked. Sacked back at the 20, loss of about 14 yards on that. Collins needed to get outside the pocket and throw it away.
He's taken down in the backfield.
Sophomore, it's a sophomore learning experience for Collins there, unfortunately. So the Middies will punt into the wind with 3:12 to go in the first quarter. I'm sure Coach will discuss that choice with him as he comes to the sideline. So number 38 back to kick for the Middies. That is Colby Downer. Downer takes the snap, low snap, kicks it away, hits a low liner. They let it drop. Oh, ball's in the air. Middies. Get the ball, get the ball. Middies are host, they're fighting him. This is a wrestling rugby match here. They blow the whistle after a loss of about 13 yards on that return. Nope, they're going to mark it at the 42. So his forward progress was marked at the 42. He took the ball at about the 49 of the Middies, so he lost about 9 to 10 yards on that, just trying to pick it up. At least it's better than most other punt returns we've seen this year, where the receiving team has let the ball drop and the Middies have been the benefit of 20 to 30 yards of additional yardage. So 2:36 to go here in the first quarter. The Lancers will take the ball. They still appear a little confused as they try to figure out their formation and where they're going. Looks like a really small Lancers team. 2 wide receivers to the far left, single back, H-back to the right. Shotgun snap. Oh, yep, throws it out to the flat, screen pass. Middies are chasing. Oh, they got him by the ankles. Oh, he gets out, but he only gets to about the 48-yard line, maybe the 47, before he's tackled by a host of Middies. So Middies are, their linebackers and their corners are really coming to the ball with a barrel of fire. Ball just inside the 47 for the Lancers. And they go back to the huddle. They are calling a play, getting a play from the sideline. The quarterback jogs out. That's appears to be Jaden Abreu, although it does look like number 9 from my vantage point. So those numbers are kind of hard to read. Shotgun snap, single back formation, 1 wide right, 1 wide left. Quarterback Snap, keeps it. He's trying to get outside to the left. He's met by a host of middies. Question is, where did he go out of bounds? Did he go out at the 50? Did he go out at the 49, the 48, closer to the first down? Officials are marking it at midfield at the 50, so he's about 2 yards short with second, it should be third down and 6. The scoreboard is wrong. So it's second down and a long 2, short 3. Middy's already showing what they're going to do on defenses. They are pretty much in formation. The linemen are the only ones down in their 3-point stance. And as the wide receiver number 1 comes out to the left, Andy Medina, he's met by, I believe that's Mitch Cripps, wide left. So 2-back set from the shotgun. And we got a whistle on the play. That's probably another false start by the Lawrence Lancers. So not unexpected for a young team that they are getting procedure penalties for false starts. That's the 3rd, I believe, of the game, perhaps the 4th for the Lancers. So the ball's back at the 45 now, so it's 3rd and 7 for the Lawrence Lancers. He gets the call from the side. Actually, he's over at the sidelines. Jaden Abreu over on the sidelines getting the call from his coaching staff, jogs out to the huddle, tells his line and his backs what's going to happen. And here we go. 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 wide receiver, no wide receivers to the left. Single back set. Middies show a little blitz, step back, step forward. He throws it over the middle. First down to number 17. A host of middies. There's 5 middies trying to tackle him there. And now we got Adil Jakim is face to face with number 55. And where is the official? The official should get in there. We're going to have a shoving match. And now we've got a flag for a personal foul. The question is on who? Jakim wasn't about to back down. Number 62 for the middies gets up there for his teammate. Maybe it was Jose Rivera, number 64. And so what are we going to get? We have a personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct on the Lawrence Lancers. The ball's marching backwards after the first down. So Jakim got lucky there, I suppose. Could have just walked away, but again, pride is one thing. And in a city versus country type of competition, the country boys aren't going to let the city boys try to push them around any which way. So we have a ball is going to be back at, looks like the 39-yard line of the Lancers. First, question is it 1st and 10 or is it 1st, 3rd and 30? Let's look. I think that says first down.
Here we go, Blue!
Can't tell. The camera's so it looks to be 3rd down. 3rd down for the Lawrence Lancers. So the ball had made it as far as about the 47 of the middies. Now it's back on the 38 of the Lancers, so that's about a 15-yard, that's 15 yards, exactly 15 yards. Coaching staff is trying to get an explanation, make sure that they know what the down is. So we have 3 wide receivers to the left, no wide receivers right. Single back set, Morales behind his center. Oh no, Abreu behind. Takes the snap, he's looking, he throws it deep. He's got a wide receiver, he overthrew 2 of them. That was one of those 2 receivers ran the wrong route because you had 2 wide receivers close enough to touch hands and 2 defensive backs back there too. Neither one of them could get it. If either one of them had caught it, they probably would go in the distance because they had 1 or 2 steps on the middies defenders. So that's another problem for the middies that they have to pay attention to and school. Coaching staff is encouraging them to chuck at the line of scrimmage or something. do some hand fighting before these guys get an easy lift off the line. So now we're faced with 4th down and about 15 yards to go. Number 11 coming out wide to the left here. That's Adonis Garcia, a sophomore. He's in single coverage over here. Wide receiver to the far left. That's Andy Medina, it appears. 2-back set. They try to throw a screen pass. Can the Middies get through it? They do. They're fighting them. Now you've got Adil Jakim and his host of teammates are wrestling down there. And Jakim, like I told you 2 weeks ago, he appears to be about 6'6" to me. Probably about 225, 230 yards. It's real tough to move somebody that size, especially for a relatively small Lancers offensive line. They're short and stocky, is a good way to describe them. I don't see, well, looking at their roster, they got some guys in the 260, 280 range who might be out there. Giancarlos Brito is 5'10", 220. He's their center. 58. Kelvin Grulon is 6 foot 246. Reminds me of, I think it was Kenny Barron, a former Midi football player from the late 80s, early 90s. First and, nope. Third, wait a second, that should be 4th down, I believe. How did we still? And it's the end of the first quarter, so it's 6-0 Lancers at the end of 1. Teams will swap ends or just sides of the 50, really, because the ball is at the 49, and we will continue. I do appear to be a little confused, because I am. I thought it would be 4th down, but it says it's 3rd down over there, and it says it's 3rd down on the yardage markers. So the Middies had a decent first quarter. They have some room to improve. Thank you, Mike. I really wanted to be on camera now. It's a little chilly up here. So the Middies will talk about it, get some stuff right, and move out for the second quarter. The Middies have to score, obviously, to win this ball game. You have to hope that this musical chairs of players that the Middies are, I think, testing out for the fall. This is really just more like scrimmage season or spring practice, really, it appears, that the Middies will find their path and execute it. Only about 32 kids on this Middies squad, and Lawrence, in spite of the fact that they showed about 68 kids on their roster, are really only about, I think, 45 out here on the travel roster. So, ball just inside the 50. 3rd down and about 14 yards to go. Two wide receivers to the near side, 1 wide receiver to the far side. Single back set, claps his hands. Ball's on the ground. Jakim, no. Hey, we got a jump ball. Jake Truong was back there with number 11. If Truong, Adonis Garcia was the wide receiver, 6'1", 175 against, Jacob Truong. If Truong saw that, he had a good chance to pick it off. So we have 11:52 to go in the second quarter. Middies getting ready to accept the kick, I believe, unless Lawrence chooses to go for it. There's some discussion, so although I don't see a flag, well, maybe, no, that's just an yellow line. Middies coaching staff is on the field talking to the side judge. Not quite sure what. Ball stays there. There's no official over the ball, so that shouldn't be a problem. Middies hustling off number 71, so apparently they had an extra defender over there. Middies receiver back at the 25 to take the kick. You've got, oh, nope, we have a whistle. And I believe the Middies are looking for some type of clarification here as they're talking and asking questions. Can't quite tell who the receiver is, probably Mitch Cripps, I believe. We have a boom mic up here, so I'm sure you can hear the wind on your broadcast. I can hear it in my headset. Again, I estimate it to be about 30, 40 miles an hour. The flag is, well, the flag isn't moving much, so maybe I overthink it. So, the Middies again go to the sideline. Both sides are having discussions with their players, so I can't tell if, yep. The ball got moved back to the 39, so apparently there was some type of penalty that we didn't see a flag for. That or they're worried about the ball blowing away, but I really think it's, I gotta believe it's a penalty. I love confusion. And here's the coach, George Dristolaris. Finally, we have insight. Good afternoon, George.
I apologize.
That's all right.
It's stuck at things called work,
Oh yeah, I'm familiar with those.
and it was a long day.
I understand. So welcome to Poetry Field, Mr. Dristolaris.
Well, thank you.
Watch the ball!
Looks like we have a pretty good ball game going here.
We do have a pretty good ball game here. Both teams are using much younger players this week, George.
Oh, they are, okay.
So we have a punt. Oh, no, we have another timeout. Again, that 6 per side, George, is going to drive both of us nuts, I think, tonight.
It looks like we're 4th and 35.
We are 4th and 35, George.
And we're calling timeouts? Oh,
Yep.
Oh, okay, a lot of personal fouls?
We did have a personal foul, and there seems to be some confusion. The ball was, when we started with the multiple timeouts, the ball was at the 50. Now
Yeah.
it's back at the 34-yard line.
Okay.
So I didn't see a flag, I didn't see a call, but it's back. It was back at the 50 because of personal foul. So
Okay. Well, how did, well, we can talk about that, you know.
we can.
I actually saw Lawrence play.
Did you?
My godson and nephew is actually the captain of Lowell High School, and I went to a game and saw him play.
Nice. The punt is shanked. It only got out to about the 40, the 41 before it's down. Now it rolls out to the 42, maybe the 43.
Well, they're punting into the wind.
Yes, exactly. The Middies had that same problem. They tried a little rugby-style punting themselves
Yep.
with Colby Downer. That was somewhat successful.
So I saw Lawrence against Lowell.
Yes.
Lowell handled them kind of easily. They weren't very physical. They had some speed. So I thought, thinking about this game, I was thinking Drake at High's off lines could actually dominate this game. And 6-0, they were going into the wind, so I'm sure that was a difficulty, playing
Yes.
offense into the wind. So
Yeah, you're correct. The Middies had some problems throwing into the wind. Lawrence used the wind to their advantage and threw a
Yep.
long pass and then scored on a sweep right.
okay,
So we have a single back set behind Emmett Collins, the quarterback. The sophomore is the 4th quarterback for the Middies this season. As the game summary from last week indicated that we had Kai McDonald calling signals last
okay.
week.
Was there an injury?
I'm not aware of an injury. I did know that J.C. Santiago was nowhere to be found, and I don't see Jake Pine out there either at the moment.
Okay.
So could be any number of things.
Yeah, it could be.
Here you go. Handoff up, keeper up the middle by number 7.
Nice.
Well, I take that back. Emmett Collins is 16, so they're back to Pine now. And now 64 is coming off with an injury. Jose Rivera, the senior defensive tackle. So 77 will go in for the Middies.
Here we go, Blue!
So single back set. Pine is now under center in the second quarter. Gagner's the single back set. 2 wide right, 2 wide left. And Pine throws a wobbler on the outside shoulder of Mitch Cripps for an incomplete pass.
He's going to try to keep the nose of the ball down to
Yeah.
cut through the wind because it's going to sail all day.
I agree with you on that one, George. They do have to learn some new things. Looks like Middies are calling signals
So
3 wide left.
has this been like a rough game?
It has been a rough game. There have been a lot of false starts. Lawrence, as I said in the opening of the broadcast, is a very young team. Their center's a freshman. Oh, no! Incomplete pass. Two, I believe that's Mitch Cripps down there. Nope, that's number 22, Timon Carter.
Passed down the field.
Had a chance for it, tipped it up, but could not pull it in. So unofficially, George, I believe there have been 5 false starts for the Lawrence Lancers,
Okay.
which keeps marching them back. So they've lost a couple of first downs on false starts, and sort of like a bad dance duo.
Hi.
So Pine.
Oh,
in
the middle of
shotgun.
the field is wide open. Look, it's just a slant. Right now, 22 is open.
Oh, picked off by the Lawrence. He's still on the sidelines, and he's tackled just inside the Middies 50 at the 49. Bad choice, I think, by the Middies quarterback there.
By number 2, Jonel Figueroa.
Jonel Figueroa
Lawrence will start first and 10.
is the person who intercepted that 6 foot, 185 pounds junior defensive back, wide receiver as well.
Now Collins had 3 left. He had 1 right. There was no safety in the middle of the field, and he had the defensive back playing off of him. He had him all the way down the middle. All the way.
It's choices.
He's got to make you got to make the right choice. You got to see what what's lined up and what's.
Yep.
Now the officials are talking in the middle of the field.
Yep, and the ball actually they've marked it back at the
40.
47.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been an officials conference for much of the game, George.
Now,
Unfortunately.
Now, if you see this, the trips left for Lawrence.
Yep.
But Drake has at least a safety deep.
Yep. Up. Is it a keeper? Nope. Yes, it is. Number 8 with the carry. He's up the middle. He's down to the 30-yard line, maybe the 31. That's number 8, the quarterback, Jaden Abreu, 5'10", 160-pound freshman. Yes, freshman.
Has either of these teams won a game?
No, they're both winless. Last weekend, the Middies went over to Nickerson Field, and yeah, right.
Resulting plays,
Yeah, Nicholson Field, and lost to Methuen, 41-6. Meanwhile, this Lawrence Lancers squad had an unfortunate interaction with the Central Catholic Red Raiders.
Oh, well, okay, you don't have to tell me anymore.
No, you're right. 7 with the carry. He gets outside wide. Gagnon has a chance. Gagnon takes him down inside the 20, inside the 15, at about the 12, I believe.
Classic case of spreading them out and then running inside.
Absolutely.
Going off tackle. I mean, we saw the hole open up from here. Here's a
Yes.
replay. If you look, number 7 has the ball. Now look at the hole right now as he cuts it up. There's nobody around.
Yep.
He gets touched right about, not even now, he gets touched right now, 12 yards downfield.
Right. Starling Morales was the ball carrier on that play. Yeah, I mean, you said when you got here that the Middies you thought could dominate on their offensive line. I don't necessarily disagree. I'm looking down at the sidelines here. Abdul Jakim is limping. Adil Jakim, a little. Question is he getting on the cart or is he just getting taped? But J.C. Brito, the center for the Lawrence Lancers, is I'm told somebody to reckon with, a freshman nonetheless, but I'm told he's a really tough kid and really smart kid.
Their center.
Their center, a freshman. Oh, low snap again. Uh-oh, he's gone. Touchdown. No, number 7 is stopped short. Starling Morales gets stopped at the 1-yard line, I believe, by number 6, Jake Truong. Yep, the 1-yard line. Again, he was barely touched, George.
Well, he went off tackle. There's somebody there was a defensive end playing contain, but there's going to be people filling from the inside, be it another defensive tackle, a linebacker. I mean, you just have to. I mean, that's their bread and butter. It looks like, and they're just running it up the gut, right into the wind. They don't have to throw the ball.
Yep, not at all. So now he's under center. Jaden Abreu is under center. I predict a keeper with the wire, the center. Yes, he does. Touchdown, Lancers. You know, interesting, George. I watched them in pregame. The only snaps that they were making in pregame were under center for Methuen, for Lawrence. Yet they come out, and that's the first snap they've taken under center.
You know, but they were on the 1 yard line instead of snapping it 7 yards back.
Yes.
And having it 2nd and 5, second and second
If
and
they're
goal
lucky,
from the 5.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Lawrence's other problem I've seen today was they have a problem with the shotgun snap, yet they continue to use it. I believe they've lost, just on shotgun snaps alone, 25 to 35 yards already.
It's like another player in the field for Drake, isn't it, huh?
It is. It is. So for the second time, the Lancers will go for 2 points. We got a wide receiver wide left, a wide receiver wide right, and a single back. I predict the single back run. Nope, he rolls out. He's going to try and get outside and contain. He will. He throws it, and it's caught. And yes, he caught it for the 2-point conversion. So it's 14-0 Lancers.
Well, he had all sorts of opportunity. He could have run it into.
Yes, I thought he would run it in, and at the last second he decided not to take the hit.
0.
So again, the middies I think have to flow with the ball, and they just don't seem to be flowing with the ball. And they have to, yeah, I know, the understatement of the year.
Well, you know, the defensive end or whoever has contain out there, either him or the linebacker, have to keep the quarterback on their inside shoulder.
Yep.
Make him set up and throw the ball. You let him get outside like that. There's a run pass option there, and he honestly could have. It was probably safer if he ran it in, but he chose to throw it.
Yeah. So we're going to have a kickoff by the Lancers again. The kicker is, should have marked it down, number 3, if I remember correctly.
Now, if you see
Sergio
the
Mendes.
Drake guys are on the 20,
Yep.
I bring him into about the 25 to 30.
I think you're right. And now the middle returner is moving up to about the 25, but the 2 deep returners are staying right where they are at about the 12 or the 13. Ball gets blown off the tee again. And as I said, and as you can probably hear on your broadcast, is stiff wind coming.
Oh, and you can see the wind is straight out from the north.
Yes. And it's a pooch kick. Oh, let it go out of bounds. Oh, picked up by Lawrence. Hit by the middies. He's gone all the way to the house for a touchdown. Just a bad play by the up back. Oh, no, wait a second. He's marking him down.
I don't think you can advance him.
I think you're right because he's marking him down
If Drake had
right
never
there.
touched the ball, I don't think you can advance it.
Yeah,
I see something like that with the pros with punts.
yep,
So I'm not sure if that's the mark they got.
yep.
I felt something like that was coming. That's why I said I would have brought more guys up.
Yeah, that was a right hook slice.
Yeah, go kick it over my head. Go ahead, make my day, right?
Exactly. So these young middies need to regroup, get their heads on straight, and find a way to overcome this deficit.
Kickoff and touch by the middies recovered by Lawrence.
Ball's at the 43 of the middies.
This reminds me of the first night of the season against Tewksbury, but it's not as cold as that night was.
And that's, yes, I said that earlier. I said this is probably reminiscent of opening night. Handoff, trips, number 8, gets back outside. He's still on his feet. Host of middies go over there to try and tackle him. So number 8 was on that. Jaden Abreu looked to have the ball, the quarterback. He fought for, looks to be 3 yards. No, a little longer than that because that's the 36-yard line, 37. 30, just inside the 37, so he gets about 8 yards on that catch. That return, I should say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, 3rd and 5. When you have to start counting the hash, you know you're in trouble.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so we got Another whistle. Wind the clock. They're telling the Ronnie Mercia, the timekeeper here, to run that clock, or the official.
Was that the Lawrence coach come out and did that?
Yes,
Yeah, a little bit of a showboat, don't you think?
a little. So it's 8:05. And shotgun snap. We got number 7. He's going wide left. Can they keep contained? He forces him back inside. Can they take him down? We got a flag on the play as well. Number 50 makes the tackle on number 7. Starling Morales was tackled by number 50, Aiden McCarthy. Flag on the play at the 30. Sorry, George, I missed what the call was.
Well, let's see. It's probably a hold. Yep.
Yep, it's a hold on the Lancers, so the ball's coming back. And it's a spot foul, so maybe they don't get a first down, because I'm looking at the ball's at the 33-yard line.
They would do it from the spot of the foul. So if it was,
Yep.
you know, if it was like it basically
41.
it happened
Yep,
a couple yards beyond the marker.
yep,
They brought it back to the
41.
to the 41, and it was like a second and 8 now. It was 2nd and 3, 4. So the penalty had to happen around the 31.
Yep,
Let's see if Drake can get. They look a little slow today. I don't
they
know.
look very slow to me. I think they're a little, with Jakeem and Rivera on the sidelines, they
Right.
look a little disconsolate. So we have a single back, trips wide right, nobody wide left, single back set. 6 with the carry. He gets outside. Number 52 takes him down for the middies. That's Alex Reis,
That's a good
the
play.
senior defensive end. Yeah, great play by Reis.
Run to the right side. Hit immediately by number 52, Alex Reese.
So Reis with a nice defensive stop there. Ball's at the 40-yard line, so we're looking at a 3rd down or 2nd down and 6.
Is this the end of the season today? They don't go.
This
they,
is
they,
it.
They don't travel.
The championship game for the NBC is tomorrow night at Cawley Stadium, Tewksbury against Central.
Okay.
7 o'clock start.
I feel bad for Tewksbury.
Yes, exactly. So ball's at the 40-yard line. Triple receivers to the near side, single back set.
But if you look at the tight ends on the right side, they're probably going to run it right. Nope.
Nope, he's going to throw it. He throws a screen pass. Number 8, Kai McDonald stops him. Cripps comes up and finishes him off.
That was a good play on the outside.
Absolutely.
That's a great catch with the one hand.
Yes.
Number 7 is Starling Morales.
And number 77 was in there to finish it off for the middies.
But we're
And we got
definitely
no 77,
we're
so I don't
definitely
know.
we're definitely in 4-down territory here.
Oh, absolutely. With the wind. I know. Yeah.
There it is with that was almost a block in the back
Yeah.
at that point by they set up a flank of
Yep,
screen.
so Mitch Cripps was over there, and
Yep.
says 77.
Did a nice
but
job.
that's
I think
gotta
he
be
got
wrong.
looked like he got pushed off the receiver, but that you
Yeah.
can't call everything, right?
No, you can't. So it looks like to be about 4th and 4. Single wide receiver to the right, 2 wide receivers to the left. Single back set, shot, no, not in the shotgun this time, under center.
They're going to run the ball right. Am I right? Nope.
Nope, they're going to throw it. Incomplete pass. He threw it as number 50 was bearing down on him, had him in the grass. That's Aiden McCarthy
Nice
with
job.
another defensive stop.
Pressure applied by number
McCarthy has come to play in this last game of the season, certainly.
No, Mark, answer me something here. After you successfully running the ball, why would you start throwing it?
I have no idea.
Because in high school football, 3 things happen when you throw and only 1 is good. Right?
Correct. You said that. You've said that redundantly all season.
Yeah.
Starts 1st and 10.
And why do you throw it like a second baseman throwing to first base? Because it was under.
No, go for a flip for the double play, right?
Yes, exactly. Very reminiscent. That was an underhand throw at the end. I mean, I understand that he is getting.
He was getting hit, yeah.
He's getting hit. Yeah.
Well, it looks like McCarthy's leaving it out on the field, which is nice.
Yes.
It's his
Maybe
last-
Mike
it's his
Poitras
last
can answer
game.
that. You know.
No, he's an outfielder. What does he know about infield?
Yeah, we know that too. He
just-
knows about warm weather though.
No, he just dives into fences.
Yes, that's right. Michael does dive into the Gage Field fence. So
Th-
1st and 10 for the middies. Is it Pine or who's the quarterback? Up. 16. Collins, the quarterback again. Ball gets out to about the 40, maybe a gain of about 2. Depends on if they mark it there. Let's see. Officials on the ball. Is he going left or is he going right? He's going just inside the 40. So 2nd and 8. Again, Collins at quarterback this time in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff, takes it up the middle, doesn't even move his feet. They just boxed him immediately in. Fine, he's a sophomore, but he's got to make better decisions than that.
Well, he's got to make a better fake.
Yes, exactly.
He's going to he's going to try to tell the guy on the other side, I'm giving this ball away. And if you can't, that linebacker's going to stay home, and you see what happens.
Yep. And you got to move your feet, definitely. So we got, I think Josh Gagnon's in the backfield, though that could be Tim and Carter. Single back in motion, fakes it. He rolls out. He tries to throw a little screen to Josh Gagnon. No.
There would have been no gain anyway.
Yes, exactly. So it's good that he broke it, and the ball was short as well. So Gag's getting a little an earful from the sidelines, I think, and he reacted ever so graciously. So ball's back at the 38, so they call him for a loss of 1. Looks to be 4th and 10. So how on a pass do you, he lost a yard on the previous. Ball's up, Colby Downer gets it away. Ball's gonna roll out, they're gonna let it roll out. What are they doing, George? You got a single guy over there, don't let him do it. Oh yeah, he was gonna fake it. Am I right, George? Did it look like he was waiting for them to all settle in?
I don't know what he was waiting for. I mean, I think he should have tried to catch the ball early instead of letting it roll another 10 yards, but.
Engraved invitation to run?
I don't know. I don't know how to describe that play.
I got nothing for you. I got nothing for you, George.
I mean, he started coming for it, and then he looked up and he saw like 7 guys, so that was a good time to pick it up and then stand there.
Yeah, I
don't know.
I don't know. Ball's at the 29 of the Middies. No, 29 of the Lancers. Lancers have the ball at the 29. They've got two backs. There, Morales with Morales.
Here they're going to run. They're going to run.
Yes, they are. Off the right end, and Middies Middies get some contained, but not enough. He gets out to about the 35-yard line, maybe the 36. Yep, looks like be out the 36. So ball needs to get out to the 39 for a first down, so it's 2nd and 7. 2nd and 3. My bad. I went the opposite way.
Oh my God.
You think I know how?
Another holding call?
Another holding call. So the Lancers have lanced their foot. They keep stabbing themselves in the foot with these penalties and bad snaps. So I believe that's number 6 on the Lancers for the game. And we still got 3 minutes to go in the first half.
I'll tell you, next year, if we're back doing this, we should have them give us a statistician to tell us, how many penalties for how many yards, how many rushes for how many yards.
Exactly.
What the quarterback is, something for how many yards.
Yes.
It enhances the broadcast.
It does. Gary, get on that.
Although DATV bringing you this game really, has the truck out here and all the guys going, so we're good.
Snap is low again. Did they have Middies get contained? Does he get the face mask there?
I think it was a shirt he pulled down.
Number 52, Alex Reese, I believe, had that tackle.
I don't see a marker in the field.
Alex Reese with the tackle. Yep. I don't see a flag either. So ball is back at the 13-yard line, I believe. Nice contained by Reese. He stayed in his assignment, I believe, is what you'd say, George. Right?
I think the defensive ends have been doing. They've been getting run inside of them. So I think that's more of an interior defense with the linebackers and the down tackles. So I think the guys on the outside have been doing okay because I think Lawrence has more speed than they do.
Yeah, I would tend to agree with you on that one. They look like they have more speed. And I noticed that Jacob's back on the field, so whatever he had was taped up and taken care of. Oh yeah, it looks like he's got some blue athletic tape on his calf.
I mean, he's got all year to get better, right?
Yes, he gets better every game.
He's a senior, correct?
He is a senior. Unfortunately for the Middies, he's a senior. Maybe fortunate for his parents, he's going off to college.
I think he was probably one of the best football players all year.
I know he was one of their best. He, Josh Gagnon, Mitchell Cripps.
Cripps has made some really athletic plays in the defensive backfield this year.
He has.
So what are we doing here? We're gonna, what are we, second and
I have it at second and about
a million, right?
Yeah, about 35.
Yeah.
Who's taking the snap? Oh, he tosses it. He tries to do a counter. Does he get outside? Adil Jakim in pursuit. He's going to take him down at about the 29 or the 30. So he's going to be about 9 yards short of the first down. But Jackham showed some speed there too, George, for a D lineman.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, they got to figure out how to stop that off tackle play.
Absolutely.
Do we have a replay here, guys? I guess not yet. I just want to see if they're pulling linemen.
No, I think it's the wide receivers lead. And we got another false start. I don't know, George, to me that looked like the quarterback pushed his running back forward.
I don't know.
I can't quite figure that out. It looked like Julian Rosario pushed the man forward. So Rosario is their second string quarterback, I believe, because
did they call timeout?
Mabry was
Is that
there
why they're
first.
not marking the ball back?
Could be.
Is that another timeout? I mean, each team gets
You know-
12 a game, right?
Yeah, 12 a game, 6 per half. Up, they're coming over to the Middies sidelines to explain it.
I think they call timeout.
Yep, and you know, everybody but there's one official over the ball and 3 officials talking to the Middies coaching staff. So Middies coaching staff appears to be pleading to mark that ball back. False start. You can see at least that. So now the officials are back. Whoa, and they're marking it off against the Middies, George.
Were they in the neutral zone or something? Or I mean, I
Could
don't
be.
know. But why would you mark? Well, you mark it dead. If they get into the neutral zone, they mark it dead.
Yeah.
Dead. You know, it's a dead ball penalty.
Yeah. So it's 3rd and 2 now, 3rd and 3.
Actually, they're running the clock.
Yep. So low snap, Middies in pursuit. Oh, Jacob, no, he's got him. Who made that sack? Little man Tate. Oh, number 50. Number 50 made that tackle. That's Aiden McCarthy
Yep,
again.
Aiden's had a great game.
So far, so good, yeah.
And his mother today wrote a very heartfelt message on Facebook about his last game, in blue as she called it. And he's certainly come to play. He's
Yep.
been all over the field.
Now, I don't know. Do I know Aiden's mom?
I don't know, Michelle McCarthy?
I don't think I do, but I'll probably meet her very soon.
She's from Bull Ricker.
Really?
Not from Drake.
Aha.
There you go.
That's part, yeah.
But
We never leave great alone.
I don't know if you remember her a few years ago. She ran for school committee against Matt Sheehan.
Okay.
Okay.
Perhaps, yes.
Yep. Speaking of, we do have elections coming up. We urge everyone to get out and vote
Correct.
and have a say in how your town runs.
Don't forget that's a Saturday now because of
Yeah.
COVID regulations.
March 8th.
Not a Tuesday.
No, May 8th.
May 8th.
May 8th.
March
I'm
8th is a little while.
actually going to vote early.
Good for you.
Because I'm going to be in Maine.
Yep. Whatever. Happy wife, happy life.
Well,
So
that's actually
snap
me.
a punt. Oh, it's a high snap. Oh, he's going to take off and
He's got
run
it.
with it.
He's
got
got
a first down and more. He's cutting it back up the middle. Who's going to tackle him?
Nobody.
Nobody. He's gone.
That was.
Zach Gagnon was the last person that had a chance at him. He couldn't catch him.
I think they did that on purpose.
I don't
think
doubt
that was
it.
a broken play.
Yep.
Big punt attempt into the end zone for a Lawrence touchdown.
Fellas, can we see a replay while they set up for the extra point?
Kais Pichardo, I believe, had the touchdown on that play. We have some stomping above us, so clearly the Drake coaches are none too happy.
Well.
Yep. So he breaks it wide there.
No, but I want to see.
Oh, it's 11.
No, but I want to see before that. I want.
Adonis Garcia.
Yeah, I wanted to just see before that how they. I mean, what was the setup and if he just took off.
Yep. And Jake Truong was actually the last man who had a chance at him, and you can see Truong had no chance. He couldn't quite catch him. Adonis Garcia, it goes 6'1", 175. So yeah, those long legs against the 5'6" kid, you're not going to catch him.
And he can fly too.
Yes.
I think once he turned the corner, he was open field.
He did. Ball's thrown deep. He's got no. Ball is out of bounds, I think. No, they gave it to him. He was on the line.
He's got it. He had it.
So 2-point conversion is good. So it's 24. No. Yeah, 22-0 for the Lancers. As the wind kicks up even more. So 1:08 to go in the first quarter now. First half now. 22 for the Lancers, nothing for the Middies. Middies are going to have to come out and with additional firepower in the second half.
Well, who won the toss?
The Middies received.
They're kicking off?
Yes.
Okay.
So again, well, they might have heard you, George, because the middle guy is moving up to the 25, and the deep guys, well, no, one's at the 15, one's at the 13, meandering up to the 15 maybe. Kickoff by number 3, Sergio Mendes. Short kick, ball's taken at the 30 by Truong. He gets up there, he's still dancing along the sideline. He's fighting hard. He gets to about the 39. Can't quite stretch to the 40. 1st and 10, so he gets about 9 yards on that return, George.
Well, that's how they lost the ball before. They didn't have anybody over the corners. And the kid kicked the squibber.
Yes. Yeah, sort of a soccer-style curl. So now that our headsets work well up here and we got a boom mic, we can actually hear some of the comments on the field.
We've got the Lawrence crowd over here too, huh?
Yes, agreed. There's no band in the stands.
So shouldn't they be in the end zone?
I suppose.
Think, right? Yeah.
Oh, and now we've got, nope. Oh, it's Collins again. He's got a weak pass over to Timon Collins. Timon Carter, his arm appeared to be hit on that play as he went back to throw. And we got some loud throw in. Yep. And now they're switching quarterbacks. Pine's coming back out there. Collins gets one snap on this series, appears, unless they're going to rotate their quarterbacks in and out. Shotgun for Pine. We get Gagnon back as a single back, two wide left, 2 wide right. Pine comes out. He throws a nice spiral, but it's short. And are we going to get a flag there? We are. Pass interference against number 25, Devin Reynoso, on number 12 for the Middies. Number 22 for the Middies, Timon Carter.
Is Cripps out there on offense? That's who I'd be throwing the ball to.
Yeah, I would be too. He had their only touchdown last week.
2 of them, right?
One.
He had 1?
41-6 they lost.
Oh, last week, the week before.
Yeah, 2
last
weeks ago
game
they had 2, yes.
Right.
You're right. So Pine, it stays out there. The ball is being moved up to, where are we going to?
A 15-yard penalty. It's not like the pros where you get a spot foul.
Gotcha. So ball's at the 45 of the Lancers. 45 seconds to go in the half. We've got Timon Carter and Mitch Cripps down to this. No, that's Truong. 2 wide receivers wide left, 2 wide receivers wide right. Pine back to pass. He throws it over the middle. Oh, he underthrows it. Picked off again by the Lancers. He was down. They're marking him down. Was that Cripps over there? You know, he's dancing. That's number 10 on the interception. Kais Pichardo again.
Intercepted.
No, you said you have to keep the tip down to get it to cut through this air in this wind.
Well, not just, well, yeah, but they're throwing kind of with the wind. Well, not really. It's a kind of a crosswind.
Yeah.
So it's going to affect, I think it affects going right to left more than left to right. I think he just needed to get it out there. He had an open receiver.
Yes, he did.
Lawrence will start 1st and 10 after the interception by Kais Pichardo.
We'll see
So
what Lawrence
Rivera
does
comes
here.
off the field and Pine comes off the field. We got Truong already set in his position at the 25 to take the wide receiver over here to the near side. We look to have one wide receiver out to the left side of their formation, the short side of the field. Meaties shows they protect against the run, but he's getting outside. Timmy Carter with the tackle there after a gain of about 15, maybe 16 yards.
Run by number 16.
So again, you talk about that outside run, George. They're not containing it. They're not pushing upfield.
It's off tackle.
Taken out
It's
of
off
bounds.
tackle.
Result of the play is the Lawrence 1st down.
Starting to think halftime can't come quick enough for this Meaties coaching staff so that they can make some corrections on this with the team. Ball's at the 34-yard line now, 1st and 10. 24 seconds on the clock in the first half. Two wide receivers on both sides of the field, single back set. Inside receiver pushing his compatriot out beyond the hash marks. Drop back pass for number 8. He throws it deep. Nice. Passes it underneath. Oh, interception by the Middies, I think. Or injury by the Middies.
No,
Can't tell which.
I see the official pointing to.
Yep,
For
and we
Drake.
have a Middie down on the
Pass
field.
downfield is intercepted.
Looked like he got his legs cut out from underneath him. Meady's yelling for Jack personnel.
Here we go. Okay. Now he's throwing the ball from about the 25-yard line.
Yep. Throw by number 8, Jaden Abreu. So they too are throwing. So
was-
nice tip.
It was a nice tip.
Is that Tim and Carter out there in defense?
That was a 40.
Nope, that's Tim and Carter there.
That was actually not a bad throw.
Nope, looked like 28 for the Middies caught that ball.
No, that,
Ishmael Zawawi.
After the interception by Tim and Carter, Middies will start 1st and 10.
Nope.
Ball will be on the 28.
Emmett Collins on that interception coming over. Was it Collins?
No.
No. Okay. But it was the safety.
It was it was the safety. I had Ishmael Zawawi as made the interception with Tim and Carter coming in at the end, and Cripps I think was underneath. So the Middies try to run it on 1st down with the clock inside 10 seconds. So they're just going to go to the half and talk about it. Not going
Yep.
to take any risks. So a disappointing first half for the Middies, trailing 22 to nothing. They're going to go into the field house and have a conversation, and then come back out here hopefully and execute their offense. Defense really hasn't played that badly, but
if they can figure out where they're gonna, like what side they're running, you can slant the power, or,
Yep.
or even slant weak, because it's really not a weak side formation, because you have a tight end on that side, which adds your third blocker, and if you pull a guard or a tackle that way, then you're piling it up. So I think you've got to look at what's happening. So we'll get back to you guys. This game brought to you courtesy of Drake at Access Cable for your watching pleasure. Thank you.
thank you. Back live here at the Middies. Middies kick off to about the 30. Ball's going to go out of bounds. That'll be get a flag here. So as they get ready to come out on defense, the Middies starters today are number 75, Adil Jakim, number 52, Alex Rios, number 64, Jose Rivera, number 50, Aiden McCarthy, number 20, Josh Gagnon, 28, Ishmael Zawawi, number 10, Mitch Cripps, number 22, Tim and Carter, number 8, Kai McDonald, number 6, Jacob Truong, and number 9, Dan Smart. So ball will be at the 35-yard line. Gain of only about 5 yards for the Lawrence Lancers on that. Let's see what the Lancers come out and try to do. I would come out under center based on the number of penalties they had and mistakes they had with the exchange, but no, they go in the shotgun formation. Yep. Helping out my partner here.
There we go.
See, now you can hear George's comments.
Yeah.
Back 'em up 5 yards.
I was saying they put the tight end opposite of where they put their wide receivers,
Yeah.
which means for blocking purposes, I would say that Drake should slant
Yeah.
toward the tight end side.
Yes.
You know, I would slant to the left, or
Mhm.
wherever he is. I would slant toward the tight end. Try to stop that off tackle play.
Yep. Just so my partner's aware, George, I left you an extra roster.
Thank
On
you.
the clipboard is yours. I brought an extra clipboard for you too.
Oh, thank you.
So high snap again. They hand it off. He's met at the line of scrimmage. He busts it outside. Well, who's holding on to his arm there? Number 77 for the Middies. And who's at the bottom of that pile? Is that Josh Gagnon? No, a little too tall. I think it's Mitch Cripps. Yep, that's Mitch Cripps. I gotta wonder, Cripps acted like a wrestler in that case, but I don't think he wrestled for the Middies.
If
One
you-
goes to the right side, picks up a yard.
We got a big crowd outside the fence. People, I see somebody sitting on their car.
You know what? That might be the warmest thing going. If you got the car running and the engine's warm.
Well, I'll tell you, when this gets full going, I think I'd put some type of drapes over there, some type of tarp.
Yes, exactly.
Because you're going to lose all your gate.
Yes, you are correct. High snap. Nope, he able to take it. He throws it deep. He's got double coverage. Oh, Middies, interception. No, ball's on the ground. He had it. Tim and Carter had that ball, and he got knocked out in the collision.
Broken up by number 22, Tim and
The
Carter.
ball got knocked out. He didn't get knocked out. I don't want to scare his mother if she's at home listening to the game. That could be fatal to me.
See, when they're throwing downfield, the ball hangs up.
Yes,
The ball just hangs up, and it hung up long enough for the defense to get back there.
now is that a youth thing, George, or is that just, repetition?
Or what?
Both of these quarterbacks, all the quarterbacks we see are underclassmen. So is that something you have to learn, something they should have been taught?
Well, I'm sure the coaches have mentioned it to them, but it's tough to, like did they come out here like about 2 hours before the game and throw them? No, they're sitting in school.
Exactly.
So, they're sitting at home going to go to school.
Yep.
So, I don't think a pregame gets you set for this. So,
And counter play, he's going to break to the outside. Adil Jakim takes down number 3
from the backside.
from the backside. Sergio Mendez,
One goes to the right
a
side, chased down in the
5'10",
backfield by number 75, Adil Jakim.
200-pound halfback, is taken down by Adil Jakim.
I just thought that's an awesome play.
Where's Coach Tabor? Coach Tabor ought to recruit him for the track team, I think.
I think they did.
I think they did.
think they are,
Was
yeah.
did he say he needed a oh, no, he's got a throws coach in Teddy Shepard.
Yeah.
And that'll be 4th and 14.
And so they're going to back to punt, I think. Although there's a wide open space on the far side of the field here. And Kai McDonald runs over there, so they're either going to blitz him or hope that, nope, that's a nice high kick with the wind. That ball is going to race out at about the 20-yard line.
That
He
got,
got it up there.
The wind, he got it up there, and the wind just took it.
Yep, that was number 11.
Yeah, he made that run before.
Ardonis Garcia, he's 6'1", 175, and he knows how to get it up in the wind.
Punt goes out of bounds to the 22.
That's
I think it'd be more effective though if they could have punted from the other hash mark.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
then have it
'Cause it would be
carry-
at the 1.
It would be at the 1.
No doubt about that, George. So the Middies offense is coming out onto the field. Collins is going to come out as quarterback again, the sophomore, in his first career start.
Well, you know what they're probably looking at, the coaches. they want to see who can play. You know,
Yep.
they want to see how they reacted to certain things, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, I mean, it's not like they're competing for a championship right now. They're basically competing to come back and be a starter next year.
Right.
So
4 months from now in the
yeah,
fall.
yeah. So I would, you know, this is going to carry over too to the fall.
Yep. And wide left, it's Gagnon tucks it in. He gets out to about the 30, showing some of that classic toughness of his.
Gagnon to the left side.
Well, there was some nice blocking out there. They sealed the end, and
Yep.
they came around. They kicked out the cornerback, who ended up making the play.
Now, I had to laugh over the week. I saw a Facebook photo of Josh. He was a lineman in Pop Warner. Somehow he became a halfback in varsity football.
You gotta
And
cut-
again,
oh,
he
you
cuts it
gotta
out.
keep-
He keeps it on the outside shoulder.
Oh boy!
Gets out to about the
I think he
33-yard
put
line.
the first down, but I think if
Uh-oh.
he cut it up, he had a
Yep,
lane to go.
yep. He's massaging his shoulder there.
But you know what? One thing you got to remember. I remember coaching freshmen at Bishop Girton, and I would say, "What position do you play?" And this guy might have been like 5 foot, about 110 pounds. I played tackle. I says, you really. Let me take you to see a I brought him to the varsity field and showed him my 6'5", 280-pound tackles. I
Yep.
said, "These are tackles. We got to find another spot for you."
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's what may have happened. If he was a lineman in
Yep,
Pop
quarterback
Warner,
keeper there. Gagnon makes a block, but it doesn't help much. He takes on the lineman, number 75, I think. 54. He took on number 54,
With the keeper.
Brandon Lavasta, a 6'2", 294 defensive lineman.
yeah, he's a big boy.
Yep. Gagnon goes about $170, so he's given up
The key is
220.
yeah, the key is to be by him. You know,
Yes, exactly. Gagnon takes a sweeping left.
he's got to cut it up.
Sweeps it right. He should have cut it up there. He gets out to about the 34-yard line. So back to the original line of scrimmage for third down and 10 for the Middies. Remember, we're live broadcasting on Channel 22 through the Facebook Live application for Drake at Access Television and Drake at Access Television's own website, www.drakeattv.org.
I mean, it's great what Drake at Access TV brings to the town. They televise the games. They bring you town meetings. They just do a lot, and they don't ask for a lot.
Yep.
Those guys in the truck are good. I won't tell them to their face, but those guys are all right.
Yep. And the Middies get pushed back a little. We apparently had a flag on the play.
Looks like a holding call.
Holding call, unfortunately.
Was it holding or was it a personal foul? Because they're back 15.
So
I didn't
probably a
see that.
personal foul.
Penalty was on the offense. That'll back him up. It'll be second down and long.
Sucking down along. Toss sweep. Oh, ball is on the ground. It's still loose.
Touchdown.
Lawrence picks it up. Touchdown, number 17. Fumbled. There is no 17, though. So my eyes,
I think your eyes saw 17, but it was number 11. That's his second touchdown.
number 11.
He's the kid who broke the punt.
Yes,
the
he
fake
is.
punt.
Like as I said earlier, I should have worn the contacts. These glasses don't do much good right now.
Yeah, but in the wind, I don't know how your contacts would be.
I'd be wearing sunglasses over them.
Oh, okay.
But I got better than 2020 with the contacts on, I swear. Okay, so the Middies now down 28-0 with the PAT pending. And the official is down on one knee in the backfield.
That was a rough.
Did he lose
That
his
was a
shoe?
rough series.
Was a rough
I mean,
series.
they came out like they've done a lot this year. Good run, first down, 1st and 10. You know, punch the ball out a little bit farther, and then mistakes.
Yeah,
It's a matter of consistency. It's a matter of a lot of things in practice.
repetition.
Yeah, I don't think they get the practice time with COVID. I don't think they get the practice time with the new coaching staff
Yeah.
that they need.
So a handoff wide, and he's taken down by Adil Jakim again. Jakim making a statement in his final varsity game here at Drake High School. So with 7:56 to go in the third quarter, it's 28-0 Lancers.
And your score was
Middies about to receive the kickoff
in the third quarter. Lawrence 28,
with the wind in their face.
0.
So I believe that's the third sack of the game for Adil Jakim. Well, does that even count as a sack, though, George?
Now, that would be counted as a tackle behind the line of scrimmage. That wasn't the quarterback.
That's true.
So a tackle for loss.
Yep.
I think Drake needs to walk up his second line a little bit. Have somebody right in the middle, which they do. Walk up the second line. Walk up the middle back. Keep the other two deep. A little deeper. I'd bring them up to the 20. I'd move everybody up.
Yep, I would agree with you on that one, George. Kicking with the, well, it's kicking with the wind. The wind blows the ball off of the tee. Lawrence will get one more opportunity to kick it off the tee without somebody holding it there.
See, what this young man should do is ask to kick it from the other hash. Maybe get more distance out of it.
Yeah. So they do move up a little. 25 is now, that's another squib. And the middies drop on it at the 45-yard line. The up back, Tim and Carter, I believe, recovered that football for the middies. So Lawrence does not choose to let the wind take benefit of the wind.
I would have tried to kick it.
I would have tried to kick it as well. I mean, you know, you're moving, the middies are starting to move up a little.
And plus, you could make hard feelings down the road by thinking you're trying to rub it in and go for more.
Agreed. That's always a question, especially at the high school level. So now we've got Pine under center here, close to midfield. He hands it off to Gagnon, who's met in the middle. The line gets blown up by the middies.
Another fumble.
Another fumble.
I don't know.
No,
they marked it.
Josh Gagnon down on the play at about the 44-yard line, maybe 43-yard line. So he loses about 2 or 3 yards. Yep, 43-yard line.
You know what I would try here, Mark?
Quarterback keeper.
No, I would try a middle screen, because those guys are coming up the field real hard. I try to catch them in a screen. But they've got 8 guys. They got 8 guys. No, 7 guys around the line of scrimmage.
7 guys on the line of scrimmage.
They got,
1, 2,
the spot,
3.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah,
5,
8.
8, yeah.
8 in the box. Oh, no, Pine keeps the ball. This time he gets back. No, loses a yard. And number 11 for Lawrence is waving that the ball should be turned over again. Adonis Garcia.
How many more ways could Adonis score today, right?
True.
Fake punt.
And looks
Fumble
like we're going to
recovery?
march off a false start for the middies. Penalty on the middies will be accepted, I believe.
Well, wouldn't that make it third down? Second down?
It would make, yeah, you're right. It would make it second down, but
Okay.
still, I don't know
Yeah,
that they care.
They're changing the yard markers now.
Yep.
Flag on the players on the offense, that'll back them up.
So ball is a 5-yard penalty, but back to the 36-yard line of the middies. Truong and Cripps. Cripps is going to take the inside position. Truong goes out wide. Kai McDonald splits between them, so it looks like Cripps is going to take the tight end position on this in formation.
Well,
He
he's
is
the
an
slot.
eligible
He's
receiver.
in the slot.
Oh, you could have been right there, George. He had the middle screen. He had that screen pass.
Because those
Cripps
guys,
just didn't.
those guys are coming like they think they're,
Their hair's on fire.
yeah, like they're Richard Seymour, you know.
Oh yeah. Yep, and he threw it out to the wide
How
side.
about Aaron Donald? That's him. Like, that's, yeah,
Yes, exactly. Yep. And we got some pictures. Michael's camera must be shooting long, maybe. We got some baseball practice going on in the far field, the JV field.
Oh, that's tough.
Oh yeah,
It's cold for that.
it is. It's going to hurt with the metal bat. Trust me, I know. Pine throws the ball into double coverage. Cripps, no! Nope, that's Tim and Carter who almost got it, but there were 3 defenders there, George, and 2 receivers.
You know, if they just let them come and set those guys behind the screen, guess what's going to happen?
They're going to go to the house, George,
Yeah,
because
there's nobody in the middle of the field.
it's a 100% sellout.
See, those guys are getting cocky up front. I think they can get there. You got to slow them down, and you do that by any type of draw play, middle screens, something that has to make them stop and think.
Absolutely. Oh, Colby Downer makes a nice catch. He gets the ball away. It's a weak kick. He gets it out to about the 47.
A 9-yard punt.
But he had 3 defenders in his face. They got by the back. They got by the line. They got by the protection.
8-yard punt.
8-yard punt net. into the wind. You know, he just kind of stood there. He didn't really have any, he just had leg motion. He didn't have body motion.
Well, I don't think he could step into it, but there were people in front of him.
Right, exactly. So that was just a blown up punt coverage.
What is he? It looks like he's trying to do that Australian rules football.
He
punt.
is.
That they try to do that. Some colleges they bring a guy in and do that.
Yep. Yes, he's shown that all game. The punts that he's been able to get away with are there. And now it looks like we have timeout for the Meaties.
Oh, is this the 6-minute timeout thing?
This might be the 6-minute timeout. 5:56 to go in the third quarter. Meaties trailing 28-0 to the Lawrence Lancers.
And
Both teams looking for their first win of this season.
Mark, this game is brought to you by DATV.
It is brought to you by DATV, both on its Facebook page, drakettv.org, the website, and Channel 22, the education channel here in Dracut. Dracut has 2 of the 3 PEG stations here, George.
Right.
You know, for those who are undereducated on public access television,
Which is me.
which is you. Okay, I less so, but still nonetheless, I defer to my friend Gary Muse here at Dracut Access Television and my friend Donna Gasek, who are very involved in public access television. You're allotted 3 stations: public, educational, and government. Dracut uses public and government on the same station, which I believe is Channel 10, and education on Channel 22.
They use 99.
Oh, 99.
And they use 8. 8 is the public access.
Yep,
99 is government. 22 is education.
gotcha.
So I guess I
And he's cutting it back inside. He's going to get carried to the first down on the play. He just stayed his way. He challenged the Middies to try and take him down there.
Well, they were laying back.
Yep.
You have to come up on that a little bit. And remember, you have the out of bounds as your friend, right?
Yep,
So you got to play him with the inside shoulder and then funnel him into the middle of the field.
agreed.
Goes up 9, it'll be 2nd down and 1.
Oh, I thought he had the first down. But
I thought he did too. They marked him at lack of forward progress. They must have blown the whistle. That's the one thing we apparently can't hear up here. So we got a counter play again, and they're chasing him down. He's stiff-arming him right in the face. Oh, and finally, number 22, Timon Carter takes him out at the knees. No, that's 27. No wonder I couldn't figure that out. Who's 27 for the Middies?
so I think it's still third down.
Christian Stossel. No relation probably to John Stossel from ABC
I
News.
believe it is.
Is it?
I think it's his son.
I crack jokes, but yeah, really?
I think John is on the staff here.
Really?
John's a Bishop Girton guy, right?
Oh, yeah, right. There is a John Stossel on the.
I only know of one.
I know of maybe 2. We'll have to look at the face because John Stossel is a reporter for ABC National News.
Oh, that's just lying out there, right?
Exactly.
Look at the space between the nose tackle and the
Yep.
defensive end.
And we have a false start, I'm
Now,
going to guess.
Watch. Look where they are. 50 and 52.
Yeah.
Look how that's where they're lining up.
Yep. False start on the Lancers.
False start of the offense, that'll back him up.
Well, what's that, number 8? 7 or 8?
8.
8. That's 40 yards they don't get.
Yeah. Number 8 is Jaden Abreu. He's a sophomore, George. Sophomore quarterback and a freshman center.
Yeah, I haven't looked at him.
Oh, no, 24.
Yeah,
He's a freshman, too, I think.
Who? What number is he?
Jaden Abreu is, 69 is the center.
Okay.
Jean Carlos Brito. So he's class of 2024. So if you got 2 freshmen.
Well, that could be a reason that Aiden McCarthy's having such a good game. He's a little inexperienced, but Aiden's a good player anyway.
Yep.
Aiden doesn't leave the field.
Yeah, he doesn't. Oh, nice tackle there by the Middies. And we have a flag thrown at number 50. Hit him right in the chest, number 56 for Lawrence.
Yeah, well, he's saying, what did I do?
Michael DeLeon, a 5'11", 301-pound junior offensive lineman. We got a hold.
Okay.
So why does a guy who's 5'11", well, 5'11 and a half, we got to give him the half, and 301 pounds need to hold anybody from Drake it?
Well, maybe because the player from Draco might have been a little quicker than him and got off the ball, and then he had to reach out and grab him.
Okay, I'll give you that one. If you fire out, I think if you fire out of your hole, you're going to knock him down. But
Yeah, you might, but he might. Somebody might have shot a gap, but is doing
Yep.
different things.
So the middies with 4 down linemen here. I formation, although, yeah.
Draken has
Single
5
back behind
Draken
the
has-
quarterback and
Draken has
shotgun.
9 men in the box right now.
Yep. And they're going to run straight up the middle in the box. Oh, he's taken down. Number 5, I believe, is on the carry. No, that's number 6 on the carry. Janiel Herrera, a
Run by number 6, Janelle
sophomore, 5'10", 185.
See, Lawrence doesn't care right now.
Nope.
Because they've got a large lead, and they're milking the clock, and they'll take
Yep.
their 4 plays and get their 4 minutes out of that drive or whatever it takes, and that and if they punt it away to them, they'll just with the wind they'll just knock it down inside the 10 or in the end zone or something, and then Drake has to go the whole 80 yards. It's like a hockey thing, you
Yep.
know, like when they ice the puck and you have to go 200 feet to score.
Yep. Okay, so back to live action. 2 wide receivers to the left. H-back over here on the right. Single back set in shotgun formation. Middies in 4 down linemen, 7 in the box. And 6 takes it up again. He breaks a couple of tackles. He's bouncing off tackles
Yeah,
where he stopped at about the 42-yard line, it looks like, where he's met by Jacob Truong's at the bottom of that pile underneath Giancarlos Brito, the center for
Run goes up the middle, picks up a handful
Lawrence.
of yards. It'll bring up third
up
down
just
and long.
outside the 41, so they gave him an extra half yard that I did not see. 1:28 to go in the third quarter.
You know what I might do for a couple of plays, since they have so many guys in the box.
Yeah,
I may walk up the 2 outside guys and put them on the end of the line. One on the tight end, just maybe to cover him up a little bit so he's not coming down on my tackle so much.
yeah,
I'd maybe walk up one of the linebackers. They're in a 44 a 4-4 base defense right now with the safety walking up on the right.
yeah,
So it's really a 4-3 plus a safety in the box. They're coming up.
yeah. Fakes it high, looked like a high snap, and they throw it inside. Oh, nice catch at the 25-yard line by number 8, it looks like. I'm squinting, maybe it's number 7.
I'll tell you, if it hits these Lawrence kids in the hands, they usually come down with it, Mark.
They do. They've got some quick hands.
That's where you need one of the safeties to dislodge the ball with his shoulder.
Yep.
Very
Janelle Herrera made that catch.
in a very angry manner.
Absolutely. Not to, this is not maybe not sound right, but other than sports, what else do you have to do in the city? You can't sit in your backyard and enjoy it because there
No.
aren't too many big backyards,
No.
nor are there too many personal pools.
Okay, so they're in like a double tight. If I could.
Yeah.
No. Yep.
And now we got a false start.
Yeah.
Ball was at the 25. We're going to march it back, I think, 5. Nope, that's the end of the third quarter.
Okay.
So the end of the third quarter, it's 28-0 Lancers.
Drake at Midi 0.
Middies nothing. Drake it is stumbling its way to the finish line here. A number of players, as we switch ends, are hobbling to the sidelines and, with knees and shoulders and whatever.
I see the coach demonstrating some techniques on taking on blocks, because they must be coming, from upstairs saying, hey, someone so and so needs to step up in this and step up and take on the block. But this is almost kind of like a preseason thing, I think.
Yep.
For the fall, because it's so difficult. They don't go to school much, right?
Yes.
They I don't know how much they practice. I haven't found that out. I haven't got the chance to speak with the coach yet. I was looking forward to that, but maybe next year.
Yep. Coach Josh Porter has been very busy, I'm told, of late. Is it Josh Porter? I think so. Yeah, Joshua Porter.
I don't know him.
No, nor do I. I looked at the entire coaching staff, and I'm not sure I know any of them. And so we have 1st and 10 here. 3 wide receivers to the right. He's going to throw it over the middle. He's got another touchdown. Straight slant, George. Straight slant
Yeah,
to me.
I hope we get a replay on that. Well, there was probably nobody covering the inside.
Nope, I don't think there was. You had the safety, I think, back, and he cut right up underneath him.
I mean, for both teams, that slant's been open all night.
Yeah.
They just had to, the ball just had to get delivered.
Pass complete to number 13, Brendy Solar. He's in for the Lawrence touchdown.
So Friendly Solar, the tight end, 5'11", 192. It's bigger than some of his, smaller than some of his backs, definitely smaller than some of the wide receivers. And yet again, they're going to go for 2. Man in motion. Oh, no, to the up back. You had the quarterback. Oh, no, that was number 64, George?
Now, is that 64 or 44?
44. Number 44. Dewey Baez Troncosco.
Dewey
A
has-
senior defensive lineman, 6 foot, 255.
Yeah, he's been playing on defense the whole game at defensive tackle.
Yeah. So you had 2, the quarterback and the fullback
And he's a
together.
Full,
Yeah,
and he's a
playing a
fullback.
fullback. Yeah, he's a full load.
So he caught it.
Yes, he did. They faked the snap to the quarterback.
I don't know how good they are. Did he just come and catch it? Or
Yeah,
was
I think so.
Was that a design play?
Don't know.
I don't know.
You know what? In the high school level, I'm not sure you can decide that. So the Middies are now down 36-0 with 10:21 and counting. The clock is rolling, and will for the rest of the game. So
Well, I'll tell you, like I said, I saw Lawrence play Lowell,
yes,
and they didn't offer much of a resistance. They've definitely improved since then. And one thing that they have to fix is their penalties.
they have. Yeah, I think there's 2 things that they have to fix. There's their center quarterback exchange, and clearly the penalties.
Weren't they just? It was the center snap, right?
Yeah,
Not really the exchange, correct?
yeah,
But
Yeah, the snaps, the shotgun
and that's a
snaps.
freshman too.
right. Both of them were freshmen. Caught by the up back at about the 18-yard line. He takes it up the middle. He gets to about the 21, maybe the 22. I don't know, 31, 32.
Made a nice play.
Yeah. At least he went north and south. He wasn't dancing left
Oh,
and
please.
east and west. I know that's a pet peeve of yours as a former offensive and defensive lineman
No, I
and
wasn't a
line
lineman.
coach.
I wasn't a lineman.
You weren't.
I was a linebacker.
Okay.
I had more skill than a lineman.
That's how you got to UMass, the University of Lowell, or
Well,
Lowell Tech, whatever
yeah,
it was.
It was UMass Lowell. It was U Lowell.
Yes.
And before that, it was Western Connecticut. I was there for 2 years, and decided to come home.
Uh-huh.
And I wanted to play. I wanted to keep playing, so I did.
Gotcha.
And we had a 12-0 season, where we won the national championship in club football.
Yes.
That was lots of fun.
So snap, handoff. He's going up the middle. No, actually he's going around left end, up the hash. Gets about to the 30, it looks like. Gain of a yard.
Does it look like they could be cutting back earlier than they are? Cutting back into.
I think they're cutting back too late, George.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Should they be cutting back earlier?
Yes, I don't think they're reading their blocks well.
See, I don't know what the calls are, and I don't know where they're supposed to go, but it just looks like to me that there's been some openings if they cut
Yeah.
it back from what I saw up here.
I think that's been their MO all season, that they try to get to the sideline, on the outside the hash, and then take it up north and south. And if the play is there earlier, they just go with whatever the play call is. Timeout appears.
No, that's not a timeout.
Oh, is that sportsmanlike
That's
conduct?
sportsmanlike conduct. I'm sure there's some talking going on there.
Yes,
down
there
there.
was. I believe you were here when Adil Jakim got into it with 3 defensive linemen for Lawrence got into it with Adil Jakim, and he refused to back down. So unsportsmanlike conduct cost the Middies 15 yards. Ball's now inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. believe Jake Pine is Finn is under center. He hands it off up the middle. Quick hitter. Nope. Wrong back.
Can you see over there with that sun coming over the trees?
I've got the hand in front of my eyes, but
Yeah.
even I can't pick out the numbers. That's part of the problem.
No.
And do we have another? No.
Let it stop at the line. Be third down and long.
So number 10, Mitch Cripps appears to be the. Nope. There it is. Collins is the quarterback. Cripps is back there, so they Truong, and I didn't see who the fourth guy was. So it's sort of a variation on victory formation for the middies, I guess. 4 guys around the quarterback. No guys out wide.
Yeah.
No, I don't have another way to describe it, George, unless you can think of one.
No. Oh, good. I'll let you fumble it up.
That was a fumble, yeah.
It's okay. Yeah, I thought I had some good information today. I'd watched Lawrence pretty closely,
Yep.
and I thought this was going to be an evenly matched game from what I saw with Drake, but Drake just didn't seem to want to play today.
No, I think they're looking forward to the spring sports season, which I believe
Starts Monday.
starts Monday.
Right,
The
so-
first game, I talked to Coach Talbot via email. I believe his first game is May 12th. I would say
Okay.
March 12th. And we got a toss. He gets stopped behind the line of scrimmage and ripped down to the ground. Ball carrier, I cannot tell.
Run goes to
That
the right
looks
side,
like-
in the backfield.
Well,
Tim and Carter, I
Well,
believe.
it's very difficult. We're looking right into the sun.
Looking right into the sun, yeah.
Paula should have put something up over those trees for us.
Yes. Like a taller tree, maybe.
Yeah, something.
So we have Middies. He's backed up into the end zone to take the snap, and he's going to punt it away. Oh, gets it away. It gets over Lawrence's head. It's bouncing over the 50, down to about the 30-yard line where number 2 picks it up. That's Jonel Figueroa. Figueroa is trying to get through everybody. He's still fighting for the ball. The Middies are hitting it. Oh, he's up. Ball's on the ground. Middies recover it. No,
No,
and they're marking
no.
it the other way.
No,
Who
Lawrence
was at the
has it.
bottom of that hill?
Number 11.
Number 11 again?
Yeah, he's
Adonis Garcia.
yeah he's had a good game.
He's had an excellent game.
Punt
I
return
saw
across
2
the
middies
40.
down there.
Fumble
I
recovered
can't
by Lawrence.
that
couldn't
was-
believe they didn't catch it.
That
Start
was-
first and 10.
That was about a 55-yard punt.
Yes,
I think it went from the
with the winds.
it went from his end zone, right?
Yes. 2 yards into the end zone,
So-
all the way to the 30.
All the way to the 30, yeah. So you take the 15 off of that. So yeah. So you're talking a 70-yard punt until you take the
Yeah,
the
then
distance you kick.
So
So
55 in the
55.
air. Yep.
Wow.
And 15 carry. I think they just found a new punter.
Well, with,
Yeah,
with
well,
that,
actually-
he knows how to play that wind though.
Yes, exactly. So I believe that was number 15 for the Middies, Nick Greer. The punter. I see Greer out on the field now. I see Pine coming over here to sit on the bench. He's got a football tucked under his left arm. He's switching arms. He's apparently practicing holding on to that ball.
Well, in the old days, they used to like
Pine, a junior.
you'd have to if you fumbled during a game. I know.
You had to sleep with the football,
No,
didn't
you had to bring it home.
Aha.
You had to bring it home, then you had to bring it to school, and you had to walk around campus with it, right? At
Yep.
college, anyway. And if you saw somebody with the football, you had to try to make them fumble.
Yeah. Did you hit him? Were you allowed to tackle him in the
You could do whatever
corridors?
you could do whatever you want.
I can see you trying to tackle him and come to call.
That wouldn't be. Yeah, that was fine.
Southwick too.
Yeah,
So
mostly Cumnock. We used to drive motorcycles up in there. They didn't like us for that.
yes, I understand. Oh, nice hit in the backfield, but wrong guy.
No, that's okay. That was probably his guy.
Delayed draw.
See, this
Yep,
is-
I like the hit though.
You know, on defense, you're paying on this stuff. You're playing an assignment football. Like
Yeah.
one linebacker will have the back, the other linebacker from the other side will have the quarterback, and
Yep.
you know, and if you got a clear shot, you always take it.
Ball's at the 43-yard line of the Middies. No, Lawrence has it at their 43. Trying to get over half. Midfield ball. Clock is running down close to 4 minutes. 4:11, 4:10, 4:09, 4:09.
Look, as we go under 4 minutes.
Yep. We have a running clock for the fourth quarter now.
Oh, I wasn't going to mention that.
People are wondering why I'm counting.
Yeah.
So we have two backs in the backfield. Quarterback calling signals. Slaps his hands together, which, by the way, is how they're doing that. They're not calling for it. He stretches at the end. So he got to maybe the 46-yard line. If they're generous, they'll give him the 47-yard line.
You know, I've seen officials when they go like, and they do that.
Yeah.
Calling for a legal procedure with that movement.
He's been doing that all game. So that's interesting that the officials, if that is in fact supposed to be the way you call that penalty, that they haven't called it on that.
It's kind of like, you know, sometimes
You're trying to
like,
induce.
Yeah, like when a quarterback comes up over center, like
Yep.
Brady would do it a lot. You go, move,
Yep.
move him forward, and then if he moved too far forward, he'd get a penalty. And then he'd yell at the official, of course, like a baby, you know.
Yes.
Okay, we have 3rd and about 7.
So under center now. Lawrence quarterback is under center, and we got another false start. Number 12 is the quarterback right now. That's Julian Rosario. Rosario is a sophomore quarterback, 5'9", 160 pounds. Well, there's finally a high school quarterback who's smaller than me. Well, at least my present weight. There better never have been a high school quarterback who was lighter than I was in high school.
Have you started baseball yet? The season?
So, George is asking me about my over 30 baseball league. We start Sunday, George, weather permitting.
You're not playing.
That's what everybody's saying already.
I would always miss the first game of the year
Yeah.
because it was always my
Greek Easter.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Happy Easter, George.
Well, that's in 2 weeks.
Oh, 2 weeks. That's right. Sorry, you're.
This Krebs. Oh, come
Fellow-
on, you got to make that play.
Yep, he's going to break it all the. He could break it. No, he cuts back up the middle. Number 24 is taken down by Truong and Adil Jakim.
There you go, Megatron.
Number 24, Jazius Perez, a freshman running back, 5'10", 170. He did a little pointing at the middies there at the end.
They flag him.
Across the 40,
No flag, though.
32 result of the play is the Lawrence first down.
He struck a pose.
Well, why is Lawrence?
Oh, no, they are.
Why is Lawrence walking all the way back?
Maybe they could call for a hold back here, George. I don't see the. I don't see a flag. No, I see it right between his feet.
They got a
So the
holding.
ball's at the 30. Yeah, the flag's at the 39-yard
They
line.
have a holding and then a dead ball foul, dead ball penalty.
Yeah, I'm hearing over my headset that it was a holding penalty
Right.
at the 39.
Okay.
So they're marching him back 10 yards to the 29. So a 30-yard gain is now a minus 10-yard gain.
Yeah. I thought they were walking back a long way. I thought they may have got him on that pose. Like what they would do is they would mark the 10 yards off, and then they have a dead ball foul.
Yep.
And they'd mark the 15.
Yep. 35 seconds to go on the clock. We have one final snap here. I expect kneel down by number 12. Julian Rosario. Nope, he's going to toss sweep it left. And he's going to be taken down by a host of middies there who cut him out at the ankles. And do we have a middie injured on the last play of the season? No.
Run goes to the right side before he's taken down.
He was taken down by Jacob Truong, who unfortunately is holding his arm. Ugh. I hope he's not hurt. Oh, no, that's Tim and Carter.
And that'll be the ball game. We don't find the score here.
So I can't tell if that. Oh, Tim and Carter is going down to the ground. So the Middies close out their season with a 36-0 loss to the Lawrence Lancers. But best we can say is see you in the fall. Welcome to spring football. For DATV, this is Mark Nichols and George Dristlera signing off from Beaudry Field, where your Drake Middies have finished their Fall 2 season Thank you and have a good evening.
Thanks, Drake.